Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to be doing a review on the Hot Toys 1/6 scale John Wick figure. I've always been keen to see this in person, and now thanks to the online store that me and Nick are running called the Figure Pit, he came in stock and I thought I'd bring it back here for the treatment. But he is for sale on our website at www.thefigurepit.com. We buy figures of collectors in the UK, help you get some cash, help you free up some space, fund something new. That's what we're there for. But he came in, so always wanted to see him, always wanted to do a review. I hope you enjoy this one, folks. Drop a like on it if you do, and don't forget to subscribe. He certainly comes with a lot of guns. I'm afraid I do not know the names for these actual weapons here, but as you can see, he does come with quite an arsenal, and not just weaponry, but currency as well. And beautiful gun with 2 clips that are in that box there. Very nice kind of recreation of a wooden box, and also some other little significant accessories from the second John Wick film, as well as a pencil and a knife, and just everything you need, really. Everything you need to get the job done. Look at him. That's a great looking piece. I really do like his base. The design and the finish on there is nice and rough, so it's not like one of those Star Wars ones or the Terminator ones they've done in the past that are just super smooth, kind of very slippery surface and just tends to scratch no matter what you do. But that won't happen with this because it's a different kind of situation altogether. You can feel the roughness of that. So really nice base with the name John Wick on the front. Get a look at those shoes. All sculpted laces, all one piece, but very nicely done. And we'll get a closer look at his suit soon. But I'm impressed with the level of articulation I'm able to get. Even though he has a few layers on here, it's not affecting any of the poses I've been wanting to do with him so far. But I've only just scratched the surface, really. But I am very impressed with him right out of the box. Now he's able to get himself in a nice quick kneel pose like this, no problem. And a lot of figures I try to do something like this with, it just doesn't quite work. But you could get him to lean forward even more than that, really. I mean, as much as you want. You can have it like he's on top of a roof, kind of looking down. But now that I've tweaked it, you're going to fall over. No balance. There you go. Nope, balance. I got you. There you go, see? I got you, Mr. Wick. Look at that pose. You can do it all. Beautiful piece. Looks really natural as well. That's important. And even though he does have visible wrist pegs, the way they've been kind of put together here, you don't really notice them so much. They don't jump out at you. So in this situation, and most of the time it does bug me, but they're not bothering me on John Wick here. I think they've done a good job allowing for ultimate poseability with a figure that you really want that kind of thing with. Same pose, different angle, just before I change it into something else. I just like the way it looks when he's kneeling, because it's kind of a spontaneous quick kneel. He ain't thought about it too much, he just got down low. There, getting it done. Now let's take a look at the head sculpt in all its glory. I think it's about 90% there with the likeness to Keanu Reeves. It is fantastic, and in certain light it looks perfect. But there is something, every now and then, certain angles, certain lighting situations, something just goes a little bit off for me, and I was trying to figure out what that would be. And it made me think of the Hot Toys Batman figures, like the Michael Keaton Batmans by Hot Toys, the Ben Affleck Batmans, and the Christian Bale, in particular. The Armory Batman was very good. But when you, and RoboCop by Hot Toys as well, they basically only sculpt this much of the actor's face, and you can always tell, especially with RoboCop by Hot Toys and the Ben Affleck figures of Batman and Michael Keaton, you can tell exactly who it's supposed to be just from the mouth, the chin, and the kind of jawline. Now, I'm not sure if you didn't tell me this was John Wick or Keanu Reeves, if someone just photoshopped just this much. I mean, I'd be able to work it out from the facial hair, but I don't think it necessarily looks exactly like Keanu from there. It could be the mouth that's doing it. However, when I cover up this much, it's obviously, I mean, you can tell obviously who it is, but I think if they've nailed this much of the face, I think the eyes, the brow, the nose, the forehead, all of it is basically bang on. I just think when you look at it like that, it's not to me, not quite to the level that you get where it's just unmistakably the actor, even though you're already seeing this much, like they've proved they can do with the Batman figures in the past. But I do think it is 90, maybe even 95% there. See, as I'm moving his head, as I'm talking about it, I'm thinking, shut up, you're an idiot. That is absolutely superb. I do think it's about 90 to 95% there. Certain angles, I kind of lose Keanu a little bit. Still tell who it is, but so you kind of came back a little bit there. But right around here, started to look a bit like someone else. But there he is again. He's come back. That's a really good angle for him. And we'll get him to look up as well. See how that looks. And you can see there the detail on his skin. Just the little tiny little speckles that Hot Toys add just to give the depth and dimension to the face. And you can see in his brow there the frown lines sculpted in. Really, really well done. Like the battle damage too. The cuts. Well, this looks very wet, as you can see when the light hits it. It looks very fresh. A little scrape on his cheekbone there. And another little cut up here. As you move the head around, you can see the likeness is pretty damn strong actually. It's quite damn good. Like I say, about 90 to 95% there. Not 100%. Very, very few of these head sculpts are. I would say maybe controversial, but you know, the Jack Nicholson Joker by Hot Toys, I'd give that 100% for the likeness. The Mark Hamill Joker, why do I keep thinking of Joker figures? But yeah, the Mark Hamill Joker from Hot Toys, from Arkham Asylum, 100%. And the Michael Keaton Batmans, even though there's only that much of his face showing with the eyes. Well, the recently reviewed Hot Toys Thanos would love this guy. He's perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Yep, moving through the crowd, looking for his target. No stand required. Good joints. Good balance on a good figure. Just some classic looking down the barrel of the gun action. Looking pretty good. Getting the glint in the eye. Yeah. Just get a side view on that pose, looking down the barrel of the gun. Suit looks fantastic. So far, none of the poses I've put him in have made the suit look kind of ridiculous. It always looks quite natural. Check out this low angle here. Last thing you see, Baba Yaga. That's right, the boogeyman. Well, the other boogeyman. There's only one boogeyman as far as I'm concerned, and he only comes out on October 31st, wears a mask, and some coveralls, brandishing a kitchen knife. That's the boogeyman. Well, they would say that this is the guy that you send to kill the boogeyman. Well, either way, that nice dark, moody low angle. I'm liking that. Alright folks, just want to take a moment to appreciate this suit. Very, very nicely tailored, fits the figure perfectly. And like I was mentioning before when I was posing him, he does always tend to look quite natural in the suit no matter what you got him doing. I suppose there is a limit to that, but certainly anything that I've attempted so far hasn't made the suit look awkward. Very, very nicely put together outfit. From head to toe. Exceptional work. Now folks, he does come with a cardboard backdrop, but it's one of the most pointless ones I've ever seen Hot Toys do. It's basically all black apart from this little kind of walkway, kind of arch here, and it's quite subtle. And I do usually like my subtlety, but this just seems like a bit of a missed opportunity. I mean, there could have just been a bit more depth to this, make it look like a proper, like a tunnel or something, I don't know. Just a little bit more detail. So, alright, let's take a look at some of these weapons. This has a sliding backwards and forwards type motion. You can actually detach and then just slide it back on again. Nice and easy, but that will allow for quite a nice variation in posing options with your arms. And may even be, I don't know, possibly this is how you do the pump action on this particular gun. Again, no kind of expert on weapons. Don't really know my stuff. I just know that it looks very impressive and the weathering is fantastic. You can see all the little scrapes on there. And we have this beauty with a strap, removable magazine, and you can see the bullets in there. And anything else move here? I don't think that moves. Probably there's something else that moves on this because they are incredibly detailed. That looks like a serious piece of weaponry. And there's that sight on the side there when he tilts it. I love that in the film. When he shoots like that and they suddenly goes for the more close range, maybe? Is that what they do? I'm not sure. But that makes sense. I mean, that would be for your sort of mid-range to long range, possibly. I don't know how far, your range on this thing would be, but pretty sure that when he tilts it to the side, that's for the more kind of close-up encounters. Correct me if I'm wrong, folks. But this is a beautiful, beautiful little 1/6 scale weapon right here. Very, very nicely done. What else we got? Oh, and we have this, which is probably my favorite of the bunch just because of this section here. Really, really nice. That moves. I'm pretty sure you can remove this shell. It comes with 2 other loose shells. That doesn't seem to move here, but that makes up for that. And the detail. Beautiful paintwork. That writing on there, you can read that, but it's so small and my eyes are getting older. So can't quite make that out from here looking through the lens, but beautiful, beautiful weapon. If there is such a thing. Well, I guess there is. Like samurai swords. They're beautiful weapons. Beautiful pieces of art. This slides backwards and forwards. Oh, it's gold. Okay, didn't know that. And here is his knife. With a little clip here so that you could possibly put it onto his belt. But very, very nicely done. Plastic. Not die cast, but very convincing. Very convincingly painted. And we have the pencil. The legendary pencil. And, for those of you out there who may not have got a chance to watch any John Wick films yet, including my buddy Nick, who I was just saying this to the other day, but it's true. If you haven't seen them yet, honestly, you're not going to be disappointed. I don't see how you could be. You got to take that time out to watch all 3 films. They are very, very good. Very entertaining. Just a damn good time. So, yeah, great work on the pencil as well. Here's those little loose shotgun shells. They are tiny, but you get 2 of those. Whoop. And the spare magazine for this gun. So you get 2 of those. Now this is very, very nicely done. It's like it's got a little lock here. Gotta be careful. Just move that away so that I can lift this up to reveal another gun with 2 clips. Removable, of course, and it is quite snug. But this is one of those things that makes me think, why haven't Hot Toys made a Hitman figure yet? Any game like Hitman 2, Blood Money, Contracts, even the newer games, which I'm not as keen on as the originals, but I mean, all these weapons, it just makes you think, and plus John Wick being in his suit, it just makes you think Hot Toys could definitely kill, no pun intended, a Hitman figure, and the box I'm sure would be really cool as well. I've always thought if a Hitman figure was being done by Hot Toys, they should make the box look like his suit, with the red tie, the white shirt, and the jacket. I think that would just be really classy. But that is a lovely little accessory there. Very nicely done. And we have this. I forget what this is called now, but obviously this is from part 2, chapter 2, where he makes a vow and someone comes back to have him honor that vow, and trouble ensues. But yeah, you can see the drop of blood there, and so you get one with the flap lifted up and another one that is just closed, and some really nice detail on that. Very nicely done. all of the hands are really well done as well, and I like this hand probably the most out of the bunch. It's just a different kind of pose that you don't see too much with these Hot Toys figures. They do tend to probably reuse a lot of hands and just add little details and different skin tones and whatever the case may be. But this one, this particular pose, I guess this would be for maybe one arm blocking an incoming kind of punch, while the other one would be holding a knife, or, you know, more of a close quarter combat kind of a pose. But I really like this one. You can see that he's going for the grab or just a block. He's got his ring on as well. So I won't show you all the hands, folks, because that would probably be the most boring section of the review, and I'm quite late getting to this piece, so there's plenty of videos on the channel, on YouTube. Sorry, plenty of videos on YouTube of this dude. So if you want something a bit more thorough, go and check out Justin's collection, or wonder if Xenomorph got his hands on this at any point. I think he might have. You've got Keyboard Warriors as well, did a good review on this. You've got some coins here, some stacked up coins. You get about 3 rows of these, and then you get about 3 or 4 individual gold coins, which are quite small but really nicely detailed. So they're so small that I'm trying to get my fingers out of the way so you can actually see them, but they're very well done. I almost forgot about this gun because he was holding it at the time. But again, all moving parts, removable clip, slide. The hammer here moves as well. And is that a silencer, or is that to give you a bit more range on your shots? I'm not too sure. Probably a silencer, right? At least one of these guns would come with a silencer, so I'm hoping that's what this one is. Okay. And also just realized that the stock extends as well on this one. So again, more reasons to be impressed, and that's quite an extension as well, so quite a bit of movement. Now I was just trying to get that, tilting this gun to the side, looking down that side scope bit. I haven't quite managed to pull it off, but from certain angles it's not too bad. Again, not my figure, folks, so I'm a bit worried about kind of pushing the limits of the articulation. Someone else will be buying this at some point in the near future, so I want to make sure it's presented to them the way it was presented to us, in fine condition. Apart from that little ding on the box there, but the figure itself, ooh. Really just trying to line up the eye with the sight. One of my favorite kind of poses that I've seen with this guy, so I'm just trying to replicate that as best I can. That looks good. Just move back here. Get my little turn. That's cool. That's a nice angle right there. He's always pushing through. He can't stay still or stay in one place for too long when you got that many enemies around you, so he always pushes forward and keeps moving. That's one of the things I'm trying to convey here. Alright folks, going to wrap up this review with a nice little dual wielding running forward pose. Full action, guns a-blazing. That's the great thing about all the guns that come with him. You can easily dual wield. You could go for a shotgun in one hand, even though that would break your wrist. You need 2 hands for one of those bad boys, but you can do whatever you want. I'll give this guy score time a 9 out of 10. I don't see any reason why not to. The box, I've always loved the box. I know this one's a little bit dinged up, but the design, the colouring is absolutely gorgeous. The head sculpt is fantastic, about 90 to 95% there. Really, really good. Can't complain too much. I mean, 90 is, 90% there, likeness-wise, is a very good percentage to have. All the weapons that you get, the beautiful tailoring on the suit, very, very nice suit on this guy. I love his stand, his base, very, very cool. The backdrop was very underwhelming, but it's nice that they included it. You don't have to use it if you don't want to. Yeah, great selection of weaponry, great posability considering the suit he's wearing. Haven't had any troubles there. Very, very fine piece. That's it from me, folks. This figure will be for sale on the Figure Pit website, so check it out. I'll leave a link to it in the description underneath this video. And drop a like on the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and subscribe to the Figure Pit channel as well, and the Instagram account, mine too, at DeanKnight333. Plenty of things for you to be getting on with. There's lots of pictures and videos always going up on both channels. Alright, I've enjoyed my time with this piece. Hope you've enjoyed the video, folks. Take care of yourselves, look after each other, and I'll see you real soon. Take it easy. Bye-bye.